And it's all about timing. When we're talking about training puppies, Jeff Postel here at Alpha Dog Training Facility, you are the training director, and I said that something was very surprising, and they want to know what it is, and I say it's all about timing. It's kind of like training your own toddler. Why is timing such a big, important thing with dogs?
Well, you got about 1.3 seconds for a dog to associate a behavior with a given consequence.
Okay.
So you have about 1.3 seconds to praise the dog for the right behavior and 1.3 seconds to correct the dog for negative behavior.
That's a surprising fact to me. So essentially, if you come home, for example, and your dog got in the trash, and now the dog is doing something else, you can't actually punish the dog at that point for what they did. Why?
Because he's going to associate the correction or your punishment with whatever he's currently doing. So
Okay.
if he's looking out of a window when you see the mess and you start yelling at him for making the mess, he's actually associating that with looking out of the window.
Okay, so what should we be doing in order to keep that timing the way it should be?
Never correct the dog after the fact. If you want to set up the scenario that the dog did wrong, you can put the trash can back out in the middle of the room if you want. But you've got to make your correction or catch the dog within 1.3 seconds for the dog to associate that behavior with the correction.
Okay, so make sure that when you're entering that training phase with your puppy that you definitely are paying attention while all of this stuff is going on, because timing makes all the difference.
1.3 seconds, that's not a lot of time.
Actually, I have a quick question too, because you always hear about people training with, the squirt bottles, or, if the puppy goes to the bathroom, you put its face in the puppy.
Yeah.
I've never done that. I think that's kind of too much. Melissa, does he recommend something like that?
And what did you call it? Training bottles?
Yeah, like if the puppy does something wrong, they would spray them with a water bottle, or if they go poop in the house, they put their face in the poop to say no. I've never, I just want to throw that out there, I've never done that. I've heard people do that. I couldn't spray rain on the face.
They're asking the training bottles where you squirt the dog in the face after they do something. Is that an appropriate correction?
If it works for the dog, I guess, but most of my dogs will drink the water and probably play with the bottle itself. So
It's more about leash work and keeping that dog on a leash. So we'll have more tips coming up, and also some more advanced behavior from dogs like Ed here. You're never going to believe what he can do.